I'm your dungeon master, I'm your guide, I'm your travel companion on this fun little journey.
I mean, I'm not the best at being subtle about it.
Trying is all we can do. I do not do stealth. I do not do it.
Kind of specialize in not being found.
And welcome aboard to Health Hits Experience. Thank you for joining us. I am your Dungeon Master, Brittany Lee, and this is my lovely crew, and we are about to get right back into it. Thank you for tuning in to our second episode, which is just as important as the first one, obviously. We are about to jump right back into it. So, as we normally do, I say normally, like we have done this many times before, we're about to start to create this as a normal thing. We are going to start with Open the Broadcast. Fast, sleek, luxurious, virtuous, the longest hyperspace train in the cosmos. With boarding packages for any budget, you too can travel the stars. With stops in every system, book yourself a stellar journey today. The train wraps around the star, fades to black, and then returns with the face of a news anchor. Our top story tonight, werewolf raiders, myth or menace? Top investigators have traced reports of these mad marauders to the planet Kudatume, ruined some years back after pirates destroyed their moon. No one knows the origins of these creatures, but we can assure you they are real and they are dangerous. Viewers should be aware of the signs that there are wolves near, namely an obviously barely functional ship, as they seem to have no sense for practical mechanics, as well as howling coming in on your hailing frequency. If you get any indications there may be wolves near you, this reporter urges viewers to leave the area as fast as they can. Do not engage with them under any circumstances. Next up, a connection between outdated communications and piracy. Could your friend's fax machine be aiding criminals? Fade back into our adventure. So we are jumping right back in.
I don't like how fast they catch on.
They watching
like,
us?
Something about these fax machines. I don't know.
All right, well, we're jumping right back into our combat. So, last we were playing, there were werewolves. It was space. They've got chains up on the old Bessie. And Rob
And
is...
things are falling off the
I
ship.
did not do that. That was not me.
Things are going haywire. So, wow, that is a lot louder than I anticipated.
That's
so,
okay, the ship's falling apart.
The sounds
it's okay.
of war.
The sounds of war. The sounds of things happening.
Metal bending and stuff.
Yes, exactly. So, we are actually going to start, I believe, in a different place than I was before. I gotta get myself back together, unfortunately. So, and we are gonna start top of the order again.
Top of initiative?
Top of initiative. So that puts Flux in the hot seat.
Okay, so as these werewolves are climbing up the side of the ship,
Yes.
Just to get a refresher, they're all right on the side, right?
Yes,
Like
yeah,
they're
right
like
there.
right there. Okay.
Except for the one that he ridiculed into the corner.
Well,
Yeah.
no, we've got
It
one
was very
that's in the
hard, yeah.
corner of the ship, and then the one that's by, I believe, Hieronymus is at the bottom of the chain. If I
Okay.
remember correctly, slid all the way down to the bottom.
Well, it
Yeah.
looks like Hieronymus isn't in a great position. There's two werewolves right next to him.
So the one by Hieronymus is at the bottom of the chain. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
have I don't
So
have
there's
Z space.
One werewolf
Yes,
then.
there's one werewolf kind of
Okay.
in your area, kind of
Well,
in Hieronymus.
as our most fragile member of the team, Hieronymus is somebody that I don't want to die immediately. Because, I mean, without him, I mean, who are we going to have talk to people, you know? So I'm going to make a few gestures, and I'm actually going to sort of like get some powdered dust, and I'm going to draw a quick sigil in the air, and I'm going to push my hand forward, and there's going to be this like white sort of lightning that sparks, and I'm going to shoot a guiding bolt towards one of them. The
Okay.
one that's right next to Hieronymus.
Fun.
I don't know if it's going to hit. There's probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. That's a 9.
We're doing great.
Starting out Unfortunately,
It's
no,
a good
unfortunately,
start.
Not a hit. Not a hit.
I can't hit these werewolves. I don't have the ability to.
At least we're You need silver guiding bolts.
Shoot.
I think what's happening is like they're like hunched over the railing, and so they're kind of like
They have
doing
cover,
doing a
probably.
little bit of cover here.
Thanks for the out.
I'm narrating.
But I'm gonna sort of take a back up. I'm gonna shoot. The bolt's gonna go wide and be like, Hieronymus, you might want to take a few steps back from there. And I'm gonna gesture, and I'm gonna have my little steel defender guy scuttle up, and I'm gonna have this little crab go over to the side of the ship and latch onto the side. And I'm gonna have him pinch towards the guy.
Okay.
Gonna have him make a single rend attack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can roll over. I don't think it's possible. That's a 10.
No.
Well, he's there now, even if you can't see him on the screen. He is on the side of the ship, bearing down on this guy.
Okay.
And I think Flux is realizing that he can't do anything to these guys.
Oh no.
So he's going to, I think he's gonna go back towards the engine room to see if he can get this thing kick-started or something.
Sure.
So he can fly away from here, because this isn't going well.
Okay. If you are going to do anything piloting, you will have to make sure you have Old Bessie stats up, because...
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I can get there within the round with all the stuff
yeah,
I'm doing
perfect.
anyways. So I'm heading in that direction. I'm going to put myself on the stairs.
Okay, cool. Cyrus, you are next in the order.
Okay, Cyrus is gonna try to grab the hook that he tried to grab previously.
Sure,
and
sure,
failed
sure.
So spectacularly.
Yeah, so just as a reminder, we've got 3 kind of dock hooks on the side of this ship that are chained to the werewolf ship that's underneath.
Okay, I have advantage now, so. Okay, that's good. That is 19.
19. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay, so what do you do? So you're just grabbing it?
Yeah, he's grabbing it and trying to pry it off of the side.
Okay, yeah. I think just roll me straight dex, and that's just gonna be what I'm gonna have that be is take half of that for how much hits.
Can
do
it be anything but dex?
You can do. I mean, you would do anything else. That's fine.
If it's gonna be dex, it's gonna be 11.
11.
Wow.
Though?
It could be strength.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure. Roll.
if it's
Roll. Which plus was your strength?
My strength is +2, so that
Okay.
would be 14 then.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll just say that you get it kind of partially up. So there's 3 claws. You get one of them wrenched up. So out of the 3 chains, one of the chains has one hook that's just you bent it backwards. It's just not attached anymore.
Okay.
So 8 more times
And
you
then-
got to do that.
And then behind the one that Flux tried to hit, another glowing orb appears
Okay.
and explodes.
Yeah. Cool. What's damage on that?
The damage on that, he does get a save for it, but the damage on that would be.
Well, Flux is no longer in range, so they're just kind of sporadically on the side. So I'm gonna say nobody's in range. So it's
Yeah, I
just
walked
you're
away.
just hitting the chain.
Okay. Then that would be 3. damage.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, easy peasy. Excellent. And so that's your turn. Okay, beautiful. Hieronymus, you're up.
Okay, so what I'm looking at here is there's the one that's just north on the diagram of where I am, northeast of me, right? And that one is engaged with the little crab man.
Yes.
The other one that's right in front of me is at the bottom of the chain, falling down.
Yep.
And then the one over in front of Pearl is up in Pearl's grill.
Yeah.
All right. Then in that case, Hieronymus looks at the one over in front of Pearl and says, yo, Fluffy, yeah, why don't you run out and get the newspaper for me or something there, huh? Because you're a bad dog. And we're once again viciously mocking these werewolves because that seems to be the only thing they respond to.
They're only weak to mockery.
They are part dog.
They just want our love and affection. And when they don't get it, they get sad.
What am I rolling for that again?
DC 13 was save.
Okay. That's an 8 again. That seems to be their standard roll. So, okay, cool. So the
All right, so
one
they
by
take-
Pearl, what is that taking?
Oh, he takes a 1 point of vicious mockery, 1 psychic damage.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But he has
Incredible.
disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes
Okay.
before the end of its next turn.
Okay, well, let me...
That's the important.
Disadvantage. Cool. Excellent. We're going to pretend I know what the symbol I've just put on the map means. I'm just clicking buttons. Welcome to how I play D&D. Clicking buttons. All right, cool. So the werewolves are
Lovely.
lovely. So we're just gonna have them kind of go. Only the ones that are able to get on the ship are gonna go on the ship. So the 2 that are on the edge here are going to take a big ol' leap. Boom. And boom.
Whoa.
They're on the ship now. And then the one is now climbing up the bottom of the chain again. Hieronymus, or not Hieronymus, excuse me. Cyrus, where are you? Just pick a spot and I'll say that's where the chain is. I just wanted to.
I guess right here.
Okay, cool. If you want to move your little token there so that I have a frame of reference. Excellent. Oh, but underneath
As he just fades out.
Cyrus, what are you doing? Get out from under me there.
Good, good, excellent. Okay, so the one that's by the crab is going to.
Oh yeah, technically my crab is in that space.
Yes.
So
So I don't know what
no.
your saves on
they're attacking each other.
Yes.
Going for it.
Is just gonna do another big ol' swipey.
What do you roll?
1.
Oh, believe it or not, Brittany, not gonna hit.
Not gonna hit even with a +5.
My crab parries it.
I think the leap was like a big old somersault and just kind of poof, kind of hits the ground on all fours, but that's as much as it can. It can't do another swipe on that. And then the one by Pearl is going to try to bite the android. Is
Rude.
what's gonna happen?
It's pretty rude.
All right, so that's a 19. Yeah. Okay, cool. And we will do the fun part if I can find the right dice. I have too many dice here, so we're just gonna roll the digital dice just so that it's faster.
Digital dice hate everyone though.
Yeah, well, shouldn't you be thanking me? Yeah, so that's a 2 of a big old chompers. So
2 whole damage.
2 whole damage. I forgot about this part, so not applicable. But if the target is a humanoid, it must succeed a DC 12 Constitution saving throw or be cursed with lycanthropy.
Good to know that the only person bit so far cannot be affected.
Unless you want to try to turn into a werewolf.
Look, I want to see Pearl the werewolf.
Android werewolf.
Would that be considered like a poison?
I mean,
It's a curse.
it's
It's a disease, technically,
It's
isn't it?
radiation,
Disease?
technically.
Yeah,
It could be any.
it could be
it's
anything.
moonrock
I'm not gonna make you
classified
roll
as.
unless you want to, because I think doesn't make sense thematically.
Our
but if
rolls
you
have been real bad.
Okay.
I don't think we want to tempt
I don't think we
fate
should
like
test
that.
fate. Yeah.
cool.
And that's how we ended up being an entire crew of werewolves.
Okay, so that is all of the. Although we're gonna say the sad werewolf is gonna also try to be making it towards the chain.
Oh, no.
He's pretty sad.
He's
though.
pretty sad though. He's like
He is sad
Hun-
and swift.
wanders over and is like. Oh. So okay, that's the werewolf's turn. Pearl, what happens? You got chomped.
Pearl will just be like, okay, and then like pull out her rapier and try and stab it.
Yeah, cool.
The correct response, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yank him.
Almost like fuck around and find out.
Yeah, really.
So,
In
Please
Pearl's
don't swear.
Just a second Pearl. It's like whoa.
don't
oh god.
fail me, Antoine. Oh shit, come on. I gotta move him up further. 10?
10 to hit. Unfortunately, not.
I think these werewolves are invincible. I think we gotta
Their
go.
AC
dude.
is not that high.
No, Brittany, we can't hit them. They're impossible to
Okay,
hit.
then try to get out of here.
Cyrus is doing his
Flux,
best.
it's your turn now.
It is my turn. Oh
yeah.
my god.
So what are you
Wait,
doing?
hold on.
Okay, what are you doing, Pearl?
I have an inspiration.
Okay. You want to use it to
Is
do
that-
a slicey?
Is that a D10?
It's a D6 you can add to the roll.
Okay.
And you can do it retroactively.
Let's
Yeah.
let's try.
Yeah. to 10.
Did you roll a 1?
I'm done. Bullshit.
I need everybody in chat right now to send inspiration to every player here, because this is going to take the entire stream if you don't.
I have never rolled this poorly in my life.
I have.
I always roll this poorly.
It's you two. You're rubbing
Normally
off
I
on
roll
us.
pretty well. So anyways, are you doing anything else, Pearl?
I guess not.
Do you want to move?
No, because then it'll proc
get
an
hit,
opportunity attack, and then I'll just die.
Okay, so I'm seeing that all of my crewmates are getting mobbed by werewolves, and I don't want to be in that situation. Does our ship have, like, thrusters on the back? Does it shoot
Are you
fire?
gonna yeet all of us off of the ship?
We are
No.
still connected to their ship. Cyrus has not pulled us off yet.
No, maybe. Does it have jet engines, though? That's what I need to
Does
know.
it have jet engines?
It doesn't shoot fire.
We do have
It's-
skill.
It's
It has a solar sail, doesn't it? It's a sail
yeah,
Full
it's a
speed
sailing
ahead.
ship. Yeah,
Shoot!
yeah.
I can't even use our ship to our advantage. That's the thing that I wanted to do.
No,
You can go full speed ahead.
Yes, you
think
can go pretty far.
the hull might get destroyed if I do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
This is why Cyrus is trying to pull us off first.
So I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
go
upgrade
down
to a big werewolf moon rock.
I don't think that thing's
I
actually
feel like
that
this
good.
shouldn't have been this hard.
I'm going to go down into the engine room, and I'm going to yell up the stairs towards Cyrus. I don't know what direction we're going to be going, but you might want to grab the wheel soon. And I'm going to, I'm just going to full speed ahead on this thing. I'm going to throw a couple
crap.
switches and push a lever, and I'm going to try to get this the hell out of here.
Cool. You are gonna have to roll a strength save for old Bessie.
You got this, old Bessie. I mean, God knows we can't roll for shit, so it's not going to matter, but...
Stop!
I think I've rolled like 5 4s since the game has started.
Switch dice. That dice is permanently entitled.
Kill it.
If you combine it, it's a natural 20.
Hey, that's a total of 6.
Nope. You are stuck via chain.
Fuck.
Unfortunately. So I don't know which
It just revs
direction.
Up and it's just like
Yeah, it just like you hear this awful scraping sound, like as the chains go across the
Cyrus
the
turns around,
side
he's
of
like,
it.
Hey,
I'm
we
downstairs.
Still need this ship.
I think Cyrus is just yelling.
Yeah.
I'll
And
fix it after.
and yeah, so you're pulled. Everyone roll me a deck save because you just got yanked.
All of us?
All of
The
you.
ship went that far.
No, but you're being thrown prone.
I feel like only a nat 20 would be able to.
No, I mean you just got yanked.
So all of us.
Everybody on the that is standing on the ship.
My hope is that even if we didn't get away, that at least we loosened some of these stupid things.
You were yanking their chain.
Cyrus is still standing.
Oh my God.
16.
Pearl is still standing. You too?
Oh, I thought I was holding on to things.
Nah.
16, I think?
Flux is still standing.
Hieronymus.
Hieronymus got a 21 on his deck.
Uranus is still standing.
Oh, we can roll on standing.
Nobody's knocked prone. Okay.
How about the werewolf?
Yeah, are the werewolves still
You know what?
That's a good question.
We do have some werewolves on the ship, so
What
Being
about-
knocked prone makes him easier to miss. Oh wait, no, easier to hit.
Whoops.
right. Actually, that's,
Also, maybe there was the one climbing the chains that got jostled off.
yeah. Okay, so 1 werewolf down, 2 werewolves down. They are both down now. The 2 that are on the ship, just boom. You knock them whatever direction we were all going. So now they are both prone.
Oh,
So
that's nice at least. Please kill them.
cool.
Kill them or free us. Kill them or free us.
Just murder them. Just straight up murder them. Throw their head onto the ship. It'll freak them out.
All right. Flux, is your crab doing anything?
I think my crab has like those things that the grappling hooks do. So it, like when the ship moved, it just went.
Yeah.
just
So that's
stuck
his,
to the
that's
floor.
his turn.
I'm gonna say that's probably all I can do.
Okay, perfect. Cyrus, what are you doing?
So how big are these werewolves?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I assume they're considered like medium.
They're medium.
They're roughly our size.
Okay.
You're probably bigger than they are.
Are you a medium?
Technically.
Technically.
Okay.
He's like 8 feet tall, though.
No, he's only 6'8".
No, he's like 8 feet tall.
Every stream, Cyrus just gets taller.
So Cyrus is going to take the one that fell next to him. And he's gonna try to lift him and just eat him back off the ship.
Cool. What do I have to do for that?
I think technically that's a
that's-
shove, right?
Wouldn't you have to make like a
Yeah, I would have to do a
check?
strength check to lift him up.
Okay.
But-
Well, I'm gonna just say it's strength v strength.
Yeah, opposing
and
strength.
Disadvantage because he's prone.
That was cocked. Luckily.
It's fine. I have advantage, so it's okay. Okay, so 17, 18, 19. So that'd be 19 to lift this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeet!
Okay. Cool.
Taking care of the werewolf problem.
All right.
Did you throw him back onto his ship, or did you just throw him into space?
Just throw him into space. Okay. And then the another bomb's gonna.
All right. Cool. This guy's just over here. That I think.
And another orb's gonna come in and try for another 3 damage.
You're gonna break that chain eventually.
Oh. Yeah. Another 3 damage.
Maybe.
Same chain.
I am assuming so, unless that one's too far away. In that case, just the
that's
next one.
fine.
I'm gonna switch to this
cool.
guy, I think.
Yeah, you. Another one comes up. It's got one
We're
one
getting
hanging
there.
in there.
Eventually.
They're also just chains. just to say to the room, they're just chains. Okay.
That's
so,
why I thought maybe they'd break if I tried to leave.
I mean, Cyrus has been doing his best to try to
They're
get through.
chains. You don't have to beat them with your bare fist.
I do what I want.
Well, he dropped his one weapon and tripped over it.
Yeah.
So
You're in
Question.
flight or fight mode.
Oh, well, I'll say it when he gets my turn.
Okay, cool. Hieronymus, what are you doing?
So we have downed werewolves, yes.
You have one in space,
We have one in space.
and then the prone one by Pearl. Yeah.
All right. So the one that's on the ground by Pearl, Hieronymus is going to move over there, and he is going to forego his verbal assault, and he is going to attempt to stab it with a rapier.
Yes. Do a stab.
Yes.
Rapier
and
king.
when they're prone, I get advantage. Is that correct?
Yep.
Am I
Yeah.
remembering how that works?
Yep.
So we will go rapier. And it'll go with attack. Oh, we'll just roll.
Yeah, I don't know how roll 20 works out.
Oh, that's a 5 with the first roll, and a 3 with the second roll.
Nope. I hate to inform you of this.
your
Doesn't
car's
hit.
extended warranty
I
has expired.
Oh, God.
Doesn't hit, unfortunately. So, is that the end of your turn?
Did we steal, like, a cursed amulet or something by
Yeah. We
mistake?
must have.
Like, maybe in one of our last heists, we stole something that's just making us have the worst possible luck.
Yeah.
I mean, we encountered werewolves in
Yeah,
space.
in space.
And let me check. Nobody is badly injured at this point, correct?
I have like 2 points missing. That's it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't think
I don't
anyone's
think we've
hurt.
taken significant damage.
So they're rolling as badly as we are.
Yeah,
Awesome.
She's a robot.
We're good.
okay, okay.
Hieronymus is done.
Okay, Hieronymus. Werewolf's turn. Great, excellent. So, the werewolf next to Hieronymus now is gonna take its action, stand up, and then do a swipey. We love a swipey. 15.
15 will hit.
Okay, great, excellent.
I would not call that excellent, Brittany. I would call that suboptimal.
Suboptimal.
Of course,
Not
they can hit
ideal.
us. They can roll
this
above 15.
werewolf is big mad.
Same.
Okay. That is a 6 slashing.
6 slashing. All right.
Cool. The werewolf in space cries
Yeah,
and
he's in space.
floating away. And then the 2 werewolves on the chain are now at the top of the chain. So
Okay.
they make their way up, making big werewolf sounds at you the entire time. So that's how that goes. And then Pearl, your turn.
I guess I'm just gonna try and stab the wolf again.
Okay.
'Cause
We'll see.
well, I said try.
Yeah. Well,
Let's-
we know
let's go
they
for a
have
different
impenetrable
die.
skin, so good luck.
They can be thrown into space,
They're werewolves.
though.
They can't take damage.
18.
Yes, that hits.
Oh my god.
My
I'm
God.
not that buff.
It's possible.
It's not. I'm not that.
You just gotta get him like right behind the eye.
Okay. Oh God.
Ooh. Just fall dead immediately.
So the rapier is a 1d8 plus 3.
I'm like nervous now.
That is 5 damage.
Okay, 5 damage. This werewolf doesn't look good. It's real sad, and also like you see like its skin start to like do a weird rippling thing.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's like
I
it's
hate
like,
it.
Like
Just
Why?
a smaller werewolf
Yeah,
emerges from inside.
well, no, it starts to like change like size just a little bit.
Oh shit.
Okay, cool. Top of the order. Before we start, the phone rings.
Now?
We have a phone?
The phone rings. Don't have to answer it, but it is ringing now.
Great.
So, cool. Flux, what are you doing?
Great timing.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So I talked to you a little bit about reflavoring some items I might have already.
Yeah.
My axe. I talked about making that into like a hull cutting device.
Sure.
Is that a thing I have?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going back upstairs.
Okay. Pass the phone, I assume.
I'm looking at the phone. I'm like, no. How many chains are still in the
Bruh.
ship? All of-
All 3 of them are still attached to the ship.
Okay, I'm just gonna take this thing off my belt, flip it around, turn it on, and there's just gonna be this like metal glow on this, and I'm just gonna try to cut the chain,
Yeah.
like straight through if possible.
Yeah. Just roll me a damage.
Okay. Just gonna use hand axe damage.
Which one are you doing? Are you doing the one that Cyrus has been attacking? Or are you doing
Yeah,
a
I'm
different
trying to
one?
get any of them off if possible. This is really sad. That is 5.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. 1 chain gone. Poof, poof, and it like clatters back
Lord.
down to the ship, and like it makes a huge dent in this scrungly shape that's already very dented, and then you've got another dent, boom, at the bottom of the ship. Cool.
I don't know why I didn't think to do that first. I'm gonna have my little crab guy to go to the other chain, and I'm gonna have him also try to cut it with his little.
They're just gonna listen like.
I didn't think about it. Do I have to attack the chain, or am I? Okay, then I'll just roll damage on it then. This is my little guy. My little man!
It doesn't have AC. It's not a magical chain.
That's going to be 4 points of force damage.
Okay.
The little crab's trying to snip the other chain.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So you like take like a huge like chunk and just poof flies off. You like dodge it.
I left the ship going, by the way. Like
So,
it's like
Yeah.
like pulling against the chains right now.
Sure. So there's a lot of
Good.
tension happening. It's a little like just things are going on.
I'm just really hoping.
When those
that
snap, the chains are just gonna like spring and decapitate everyone.
Ugh.
Okay.
I hope we move so fast that it doesn't hit us.
So
We'll see, I guess.
So Flux and Crab are complete. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's my turn done.
Cool. Bring, 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 bring.
Well, with 2 of the chains dealt with and the other werewolf being thing, and
Well-
the ship's still going.
There's still 2 chains attached. Flux didn't get the entire chain, just got a huge chunk out of it. So there's still 2 chains holding the ship back.
Yeah, but
Probably.
All right. Yeah.
he's gonna run back, cause also slightly worried about the damage that's being currently caused to the ship.
Sure.
Run to the thing, but I guess also pick up the phone and be like, hello?
Hi. Do you have a moment to talk about your starship's insurance plan?
Oh my god.
Screaming from outside.
Just hangs up the phone, but also
Did you just shitpost us in the middle of a battle?
angrily then floors it. We're gonna try to do full speed ahead, I guess.
Okay, so same thing as before. You're gonna have to roll a
Please roll well. Please roll well.
Rank.
Please roll well. Please roll well. That's cocked. Well, it's good. It was gonna be a 4.
So that's a 16.
Okay.
In anger.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna.
We're
We're gonna be
say-
pulling this along with Naruto.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Cool. So, I'm
Not
gonna
even warning everyone, just.
yeah, the 2 remaining ones snap. Yeah, and like everybody has to roll me a dex again because like that's a lot of forward momentum.
Do I have to because I'm sitting in a chair?
No, you can. You are in the pilot seat, so I say that that's fine. Just not
9.
Not prone. Yes, you're not prone, unfortunately. Pearl.
Oh no.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
No.
I fly off the ship.
You're hanging on the edge now. Hieronymus,
I would
what
try
we
to
got?
catch you, but I fell over.
17.
Okay, Hieronymus is still standing. Excellent. Great. Cool. And I'm gonna say because you were attached via chain, you don't get the full effect of full speed ahead. You are now just disengaged. So.
Oh, we still
cool.
have a werewolf. Did that werewolf also fall again?
We do still have a
question.
werewolf.
I want
yeah.
him to fly off into space, please.
I want them to be in space.
Well, hang on. I'm gonna try that one again because that rolled on top of my entire pile of dice. So. Yeah, they're in space now.
Oh, okay, great.
That was a nat 1.
Great, we yeeted the 2 werewolves into space.
2 werewolves are in space, and then the rest are on the ship. Great, cool, excellent. So we have disengaged from the werewolves. Unless you'll go back for seconds, we're no longer in initiative here. So I will say that we can get out of initiative, and y'all can help Pearl
Oh, thank
back
God.
onto the side of the ship.
Yeah, Hieronymus will run over there and.
Oh, hold on. I need to preface this by saying that Pearl is about 300 pounds.
Well, that's okay because I'm sending over my little crab. So as Flux is on the ground, he looks up and goes, "Get him!"
Hieronymus runs over. No! The sustenance!
That's the only reason I'm here. My little steel defender is going to claw over the edge of the ship, stick itself to the side, and reach out one of its claws.
Yeah, just like true Spartans.
And then he's just gonna pull
Forearm
you
to
back
forearm.
onto the ship. He's way stronger than I am, so.
Cool. Congratulations on your first fight.
Yeah, we level up.
That's it. End of the campaign.
From sending
guys.
the werewolves into
Thanks
space.
for joining.
We yeeted them into space, pretty. I think that's pretty impressive.
Flux is going to, all of his tentacles are going to like push him back up, and he's just going to go crack his neck a little bit and look in the direction of that thing. Is it still moving in our direction? Or is it just like careening off into space?
I think what's impressive is that we won that battle without anyone rolling a successful attack.
Yeah, that is true.
That is
I
actually
rolled
true.
Achievement unlocked.
I rolled 1 successful attack.
Oh, okay.
Failure achieved.
You were going in the opposite direction of it because we had the chain kind of thing, and like we didn't full speed ahead, but you're out of range of
Kinda
how-
like
failed successfully.
yeah,
pushed
pretty
off
much.
of it.
Failed pretty much. And so I'm gonna
Jeez
put you
Louise.
back in this one, and we'll just say that the spaceship and the old Bessie are going opposite directions now.
I'm sure that won't come back to haunt us in any way. Because, you know, they're just kind of going off into space and probably going to hit another ship or something like that.
Not our problem.
I was just about to say that, actually, yeah.
Cyrus spoke to Senna and was like, looks like they're all taken care of.
My little
Right.
crab starts working on, like, fixing the holes in the floor. What was the phone call about? We get another job.
Was it prank call or insurance or some...
I never even really considered getting insurance on this thing.
It's probably not a bad investment. I mean,
You never know when werewolves are going to show up. Is everyone alright? I mean, clearly we completely botched that, but other than that.
Cyrus brushes himself off. His eyes stop glowing. He's like, well,
You alright?
survived.
There was a lot of glowing and magical orbs appearing.
You all have survived.
What?
Right, well, so while this is all very charming and everything else, sir, we should probably be heading to that point where that train's jumping out of light speed and take care of that, right?
Right, gotta make sure the ship is actually gonna get there. Gonna work on the hull a little bit. Seems to be a few holes in it.
You probably need insurance.
We'll work on that after we get the money from whatever this thing is.
If you want to call him back, you're more than welcome to.
Nope, I'm good.
So,
Gonna start working on that.
Yeah.
Goggles go on. Earbuds go in.
Cool. So we're just kind of heading out in space. Like I mentioned before, you don't have like a robust hyperdrive, so you kind of have to take the long way, unfortunately. It's not super far away. When you got the facts, it was like, oh, this is a reasonable trip. We can do this.
We'll make it. Probably.
But as you're making your way along, you get like through the broken screen a jarbled like distress signal. Just like there are no details. It's just kind of like
Are there any awoos?
Good question.
it's just a distress. It's kind of like a Morse like boop 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 boop. You
I
know.
don't trust it.
No, you know, hailing frequency open of just howling. It's just like a, you know, help kind of deal. That's not what Pearl, when you plug into the ship, that's what it sounds like to you.
Okay,
You
got
hear
it.
like a help. But everybody else is just beep, beep,
How
beep, beep.
far away is it?
Um,
Like, how long of a trip would this be?
like 10 minutes.
how far would this take us on course?
It's on your way.
Oh, okay. We're getting a message in. Are we gonna try to help anyone?
Is it wise?
Probably not. But you know,
Hieronymus? What are your opinions on the matter?
Wisdom's my dump stat.
what does that mean?
No, we probably, it's just a little bit out of our way. We got a distress call, you know. Could be somebody being attacked by werewolves or something, you know. We wouldn't want that to happen. We want that on our conscience.
My thought is that we go and check it out, and maybe if all the people on board have already died, they left something behind.
You're a pragmatist, my friend.
I take what I can find. I'm a scavenger.
It's never a bad idea to possibly make more contacts.
Or that, I guess, if you want to be optimistic about it.
All right.
Pearl, you look like you got a nick on you.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk over. Mind if I
Consent, please.
just asked.
Yeah, but you reached. I didn't like
Mind if I fix that for you?
Are you qualified?
I have made... What? Wait, what counts as a qualification for you? You know that I've built, like, practically half this ship.
I don't mean to sound rude.
You're about to sound rude, aren't you?
You got to take Pearl back to the dealer for maintenance.
But I think I'm a bit more complex than old Bessie.
Alright, fine, okay. You can get damaged for all I care then. Good luck.
Thank
Gonna
you.
go back downstairs into the engine room. I'm in a bad mood now.
To be fair, you shit all over Pearl last time.
No, I did. Flux did.
It's too late, you can't take it back.
Hieronymus yells after you, "Hey, I got a boo-boo in the fight."
I don't care.
Do you require medical assistance? And she'd pull out like a fucking Band-Aid kit. And, like,
Yeah, you got a healing kit? Yeah, I'll take a healing kit.
I have like sewing kits and stuff for if someone gets like cut open.
So, well, we've got this little moment happening over here.
Do you need me to roll medicine to see how horribly it goes?
Yeah, for flavor. Why not?
Flavor. Let's
Cyrus
6.
Cyrus poking his head around the door, just raising an eyebrow.
I'm used to like smaller humans.
Comes
What
out-
are humans? Life forms. I'm used to
Or
smaller
comes out
life
with like some
forms.
Neosporin, you know, smears it on there.
Just
and
like
gives him a
way too
lollipop.
much, like the whole tube. Just
I'm not one to tell you your job, but I don't think that that's quite right.
they're injured.
Yes.
You must disinfect it, and she's just still smearing it.
Hieronymus is totally cool with this.
His cut's like
Cyrus
this
is
big.
just like backing up, like weirdo.
What are you into?
This distress signal can't come up soon enough.
Yeah, so you guys all on Old Betsy, whoever's on the deck, because we've got open air essentially in our ships, you can see what is happening unless you are hiding either in the control room or behind cover.
Yep.
Do we have a
So-
crow's nest? Can we have a crow's nest?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
We have a mast.
You've got a mast. So so who's up in the crow's nest? Is it you?
I'm getting slathered with with ointment.
I literally can't see anything.
You're
I'm in the engine room.
Cyrus is trying his absolute best to not see that.
not see what's happening.
Right, so what's happening,
Cyrus,
Brittany?
got it.
Yeah. So apparently nobody sees anything. Great. Excellent.
We crashed.
So you are now like basically we're coming up on the ship. That it is a slightly larger. It looks like kind of similar to your boat. It's meant to be an all-purpose, but it's not like a attack vessel. It's just kind of a, you know, if we're talking cars, it's like an RV. It's like a camper.
Okay.
You know, all-purpose kind of deal. And it's very clearly like stalled out. Like there's like emergency lights only on. That is the only thing that is happening right now.
They took it out for the weekend. Now they're stranded.
Yeah, nothing's happening. And whoever would peek their head around as we get closer would see that there's a very, very tall, like very rocky-looking gentleman who is kind of just looking around, as pacing around
I
the
don't
deck
suppose
of
we
the
have a handout for this guy, do we?
No, unfortunately not.
I'm gonna Google Rocky guys, and that's what I'm gonna use.
I'm just
think-
imagining
think-
the thing.
Think Korg
Oh,
from,
okay, there you go.
from Thor. Yeah, but spinier, more spines.
So he's a spiny Cronin.
Spiny rock monster.
So, not me forgetting that Rocky is a movie, and when I put in Rocky guys, it's just all pictures of Sylvester Stallone.
It's also Sylvester
Okay, so it's a
Stallone.
rock monster that
Damn
looks
you,
like
Google.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah,
Perfect.
sure. Why
Great.
not? Cool. And then as you get closer, this big hulking rock-looking monster sees you and starts like waving towards you. What are we doing?
I'm not on deck.
You're not on deck. You're not on deck. You two are on deck.
I'm gonna wave at him with my looby hand.
Oh God. Gross. All right, cool. Well, we've done practically nothing here. And so we're gonna get closer and closer and closer.
Just keep
Anyone
going.
gonna say it?
And as you get close enough that you can hear shouting, you hear, "Hello, any help, please? Please, I need a tow at least. Anyone?
We're
Hello?
here, aren't we?
Cyrus, I believe this was the distress signal.
Cyrus slows down to not ram.
I'm going to grab my rifle and I'm gonna head upstairs.
Yeah.
Cyrus stands up and walks out. Looks up at him. So, you need a tow? What exactly happened here?
It just stalled out. I don't know. I'm not that good with engines, unfortunately.
We got somebody like that who's not good with engines also.
Whoa! I'm not the pilot usually. I just thought I'd take her out to try to pick up some supplies, but I'm so sorry. Just a tow or jump even.
Can I try
Insight
and
check.
Yeah, insight check honestly too, though.
It's been a day. I'm looking forward to this -1 insight, by the way.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Ten.
Nat 20.
Okay. Flux, you're just suspicious, I think, just on principle. Cyrus, like, you know enough about ships.
Yeah.
It's stalled out. It's running on emergency power. It's like it's a very, the vehicle itself is not made for any kind of like combat at all. There's no weapons on board at all. And like you can kind of see, so it's actually got some awnings that as you get closer you can see, like red striped awnings with a little seats that pop out from it. And the window is closed, but it's clearly like some kind of, there's a food, component to it as well. And this guy is just like on the verge of tears.
Aww.
Like he's really trying to hold it together, but has been stuck in space for longer than necessary.
Cyrus turns to Flux like, do you think you could help him? His ship's just dead.
What? Don't look at me like that.
Are you not?
If they have a better coffee machine than we have, maybe we could trade and upgrade.
I'm gonna sling the rifle over the back.
Maybe they have a cappuccino maker.
I'm going to tap my little crab friend. Gesture. We're gonna hop to the other deck.
Cool. Yeah. So that's a great place for us to take a pause here before we get into our fun little
Plot twist.
plot twist. No, our fun little Rockmaster friend. We're going to take a small break. Welcome back to Health Hits Experience, where we had to roll insight checks on the nicest man I've ever created.
Listen, Broody. We've been through some shit today.
This is my son, and I love him. Okay, excellent.
Well, someone
so,
has to. We don't.
Clearly. Okay, cool. So, Flux, is it just Flux, or is it Cyrus too? Is stepped on?
Cyrus is also
okay,
stepping
cool.
on.
So we've got 2 out of 4 on the RV ship. You two heading over? You staying on the ship?
I'm staying here.
Okay. Staying on old
How
Bessie.
far away is he?
I mean, you're right next to each
parked
other. You
next to
can
each
just
other.
kind of do like a big old step.
So can I just talk to him from our ship?
Yeah.
Then? Okay.
Yeah.
You guys just gonna like hang out and talk to him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Fair enough.
So you step over, and he offers out his hand to both of you, and goes, "My name is Walgar Tula."
Very slow. We're sort of like half reach. Shakes hands.
Cyrus is gonna clap it and give this single shake.
As I pull back, I'm kind of gonna like cover up the long claw-like fingernails. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Oh, here and there. Really? Wandering. It's really good for business, actually, to wander around.
You're a businessman?
Oh, yeah. I've got noodles, which you are welcome to have if you can help me make this good hunk of junk go. But I've also got just, like, a lot of other things. Walgar's wares is what I call it.
So your main thing is noodles, followed by...
So actually, it's a funny story. So my mum's really good at noodles, and I've inherited that, really good at noodles. But I'm a bit of a pack rat, and it didn't really work out to have all the stuff and the noodles. So I still take stuff, and then I just sell it, and usually at an equilibrium of space. So watch your step. There's a lot of things around. It's all merchandise, so if you see anything, you can certainly work something out. But I need to be on my way. I'm actually on the way to pick up something that's really important. It's just like a big, it's a new awning, and there's a whole thing about it. Not gonna get into all my exploits. But anyways, you're welcome to take a look around. If you need any of my help, let me know. If you want any noodles, anyone, I'll fire up the stove. Noodles.
I'm not my favorite. I'm just gonna get to work.
I don't eat, but I heard that life forms enjoy cappuccino.
Oh yeah, do you guys have a good coffee maker on board?
Ooh, good question.
That actually is a quite good question.
Let's see.
Also, I'll take some of them noodles.
Yeah, of course. Okay, give me just a moment. I'm gonna look and see if I can find cappuccino machine, fire up the stove at the same time. It's so much easier with at least another person here. But someone had to take a vacation, and now I need one. Okay, so let me just look around.
I'm gonna head downstairs and start working on trying to figure out
Yeah.
what's going on with this thing.
Just do. Okay. So what happens first is like pops behind, fires up, you know, gets some pots going and throwing some noodles in, kind of yelling out, "Do you need any help finding anything as far as like the machinery goes?" No?
I know, I go it.
All right. Our accents are quite similar today, aren't they?
It seems like the closer we are, the more they tend to blend together
The
for some
same
reason.
accent. Cool. So he's trying to look around, see if he has a cappuccino machine, fire up some noodles. Doesn't take that long. Got a nice bowl of noodles. Offers it across the ship to you.
Thank you.
Throws
Hey,
it.
while you're out here, you should really watch out for werewolves because they've been spotted around here.
Thought werewolves were a myth.
No, they're real and they're fabulous.
They are definitely real.
Fabulous. Interesting.
So, since they're talking to this
Yeah.
guy, I'm gonna start scouring the ship.
Yes,
Yeah.
Cyrus is gonna start like looking around, just seeing
Cool.
what he can find.
Yeah, I'm trying to generally just stay away from where
So,
they're
so
talking
where,
and
so
stuff.
where are you from with the ship here? What's going on with the? How? You were making a supply run, you said.
Yes.
To where? From where?
You just distracting him?
Hell yeah.
I can't think of planet names without Colorado Brown here. Okay, roll me investigation, whoever's looking around.
I'm looking around, sure. 16.
Okay.
This is probably better.
Oh, actually, nope. Sorry, it's higher. 18.
18, cool.
Mine was. Oh, not as good. It was 10.
10, cool. Cyrus, there's a lot of stuff here. Just like piled high, but it's all like, it looks like there's a system to it, like there's shelves and things, and stuff has like stickers on it that are like different colors. But there's a lot of stuff, a lot of things. Flux, there is so much stuff here. Lots of cool things. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Well, as always, I'm scavenging. So
Sure.
I'm trying to find stuff that can benefit us, but
Sure.
also things that have high value.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, like, it's all labeled, so you can certainly tell the value that Walgar is trying to sell it for, which is nice. Is there anything that,
I'm
like,
looking for machine parts, magic things. Let's see here. I mean, those are the two top ones. But also, as I'm going around, I'm kind of checking the ship to see if there's like pits that are part of the ship that are possibly valuable or helpful.
Sure. As far as the ship goes, I mean, it's just basically a floating shop.
Does it have a working hyperdrive?
It does not, which is why it's stuck. But also, it's not a hyperdrive vessel. Like, this guy doesn't want to go fast. He wants to stop everywhere. He wants to grab the people and.
How long would it take you to like remove this man's hyperdrive and try and
On-
sneak
on
it
a
off
good
of
day,
its
not
own
too long.
ship? Like,
But there are certainly some ship parts that are labeled. There's a short-range scanner. There's a spell amplifier. There's a shield alternator. There's some emergency tethers.
How many of these are small and how many of them are large pieces?
They're all pretty large pieces. You can't hide them under
What
your
about
coat.
small things?
So we got a ton of little trinkety things. We've got a mysterious coin from a distant world, some bone dice, an old Dorshin doll, some brightly colored feathers, a plasma ball, a music box. I'm not gonna read this whole list, but just
Plasma
know.
ball? Like as in one of those ones where you touch it and like
Yeah.
the lightning goes to
Yeah,
your fingers?
Yeah. But I'm not gonna read this one.
I'm mostly looking for bits and pieces that I can turn into other stuff.
Sure.
Because I recognize that I probably can't steal a bunch of ship parts.
Yeah.
Well, the guy's right there
Well, the
unless we
guy's
kill
right
him, which I
there.
don't think you guys want to do, probably.
Let me just see.
Actions.
What we're gonna do here is actually use the table as intended. Cool. Okay, cool. You find a gyro belt, which I assume means that it's a stabilizing belt for a person. So there's a gyroscope in it. You get to use that for something.
Is there a price tag on it?
Yes, it is 15 trite. 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 15 trite
It's just me, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to I'm gonna walk over to my little companion. I'm gonna go and crouch down and be like, all right, I'm gonna scritch him on the head, and the little like compartment's gonna open up on his head. I'm just gonna
Sure.
pat him. All right, little guy, let's get a little below deck then. We're gonna go down to the engine room.
Okay. Cool.
So these noodles are really great. What do you put spice on these things? They're really quite good.
Yeah, it's an old family recipe, actually passed down. Half of it I don't remember. I just do it like, by feel now. It's just like all about the
So you should really get some of these for the sustenance. I mean, the Cliff Bars are good, but these noodles.
Below deck, Flux is like, thank God you keep talking forever.
They're unfortunately not sustainable for long periods of time.
Oh, I might actually have something for that. Let me see if I can find you like a cooler.
I'm gonna have my little crab guy, when
Yeah.
we get into the engine room, I'm gonna have him jack into the ship and see if I can't access some schematics or something.
Sure.
Yeah. We don't need a cooler, because, I mean, it's noodles, right? So they're dry until you add water. I don't know if you... See,
I
so you
don't
store the
eat. I
dried
did not
noodles
know
inside
that.
the sustenance chamber, and then when you want them, you take the dried noodles out and you put them in some water and you
Oh,
boil
you
it.
want like a to-go pack. I see. Okay, actually, I might have some stock boy in the back and he like runs back to
No,
the
no,
bag.
it's all right. Stay here and chat with me for a little bit.
Where is your mum now?
Oh, she's very dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It was better that I had a recipe. Actually,
What happened? I'm glad she doesn't have emotions.
Meanwhile,
she died. Okay, yeah. Roll me an investigation.
yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't know why I rolled the purple dice, but it's okay. It's a 16.
Okay, yeah. Your little crabby locks in. It's a basic schematic. It's not a new vessel. There's nothing, interesting about it. It is just, it like basically needs a jump. It lost kind of the battery, the crystal, all the power, all the power that makes it go. It just kind of went.
Any chance I could access any sort of data regarding previous transmissions or data regarding sales from before that this guy would have made, if it's part of the computer?
Yeah, roll me another one.
Another investigation?
Because that's like you're very specific. Like you go in, you get all this information, and then you're trying to find something very specific.
Another 16.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, like you get his sales records, but it's like years and years and years of sales, and the noodles do pretty well, but only in this quadrant, and like this quadrant, he doesn't even break out the awning because you can see that there's no noodles sold, and it's just there's a lot of like. He sells ship parts, he sells weapons, he sells miscellaneous things, lots of trinkets. You can kind of see that, like, you can see when he stocks up on stuff because then he'll, like, put in a bunch of inventory and then it will slowly trickle down and get a bunch of inventory. Every so often there's, like, one big piece that'll get added that's, like, really expensive. So clearly he made a trip for it.
So nothing standing out too much necessarily.
No, he's a businessman, although you're still not sure why he does noodles and wares. But
Yeah, it seems like a little bit of a weird combo.
But it seems to bring in the customers. He's got things happening.
All right, well, I'm going to log that away for later in
Sure.
my brain.
Cool.
And I'm going to start working on fixing this thing up.
Okay, cool. Is there anything special you have to do to like do a fix?
Well, are you asking me as a roleplay thing or as a
No.
mechanics thing?
Well, as like a please do you have to roll a thing?
Yeah, usually you would roll and then add intelligence for like Tinker's tools.
Sure.
Which I have. So
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
So it'd be a +6, so that's a 22. Well, I imagine. So I have my crab sort of like working with some of like the console stuff. I'm gonna tap him on the head, and he's gonna sort of like a little hologram's gonna pop up showing ship schematics. I'm gonna sort of scroll through it a little bit, find one of the points. I'm like, he's one cable. I'm gonna go over to that point in the ship, just open up one of like the maintenance areas, and then just all the lights turn back on.
Like hums back to life.
You really, these people, they don't know much about these things, do they? Before going way out into space.
I have a
So-
question. How many shiny little trinkets that Cyrus can see?
I
Yeah.
forgot Cyrus was a a weirdo trinket.
Trinket
boy.
Man. What we got, Trinket Man?
He's an actual magpie. What would you like me to roll for that?
So you're still wandering around, yeah?
Yeah.
Investigation.
Okay. So investigation is 5.
Oh, buddy.
There's a lot of things happening.
Oh.
And I think just you're overwhelmed at pretty much all that's happening.
Too much going on.
Too much going on, and the lights just turned on, and you're like, oh, okay. Oh, this is wonderful. That means I'm not stuck here forever.
It was about to go out, so it's probably good that we showed up when we did.
Thank you so much for showing up. Is there anything that caught your eye that I could give you a discounted rate on for helping me?
I was curious about the ship parts.
Sure. What caught your eye?
Well, you're gonna have to say some of them again, because
Sure.
I remembered some of them and
Yes.
not all of them.
So there's 4 main ship parts that you can see. We've got a short-range scanner, a spell amplifier, a shield alternator, and emergency tethers.
Okay, wait. Scanner, amplifier, tethers, and what was the last one?
Shield alternator.
Shield alternator. Okay. What does the spell amplifier do?
So when you're on your ship, it goes on the mast, and then any spell that is cast by anybody on the ship extends past the ship. So you're not limited to just your range. You are then extending it through the ship's range. So it goes further. So you could essentially make long-range spells.
Seems useful. Scanner scans. Is it something similar to what we already have?
Yeah, but
Okay.
not broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll know when people are coming sooner.
We do need a new scanner, like really bad. The tethers are for if we fly off the ship, I imagine.
Yeah.
And the shield alternator, that does what exactly?
So right now you just have basic shields, and so it kind of takes that and makes it more robust.
Okay. I'm sort of gonna go over the options in my head for a second, and I'm going to propose them to the crew as well. So I'm gonna mention them to all of you guys. I feel like we really need a new scanner. Ours barely works. At least to me personally, it seems like we should buy the shield and we should buy the scanner. I mean, don't get me wrong, the tethers are nice, but we can probably get something similar somewhere else.
You could probably make them.
I've been working on something like that. Although it wasn't originally intended for that. But we can make it work. So 37 divided up among all of us.
You exchange all of your things. You get the money, you get the ramen, so we've got a shield alternator and a scanner.
Yep.
And then you're stealing a coin and a gyro belt. Cool. We've given all of the appropriate money to Walgar. He's basically made another transaction. Hands you his business card. Just is like, if you ever need any rare pieces, I'm very good at sourcing out things. Now, I'm talking rare as in like fine china, and not rare as in like drugs. I've only done that once, and it didn't go over well. So
What about weapon trade? Would that be on the table?
sure. I've already got some in my stocks right now. Not a big inventory I have with weapons. They don't sell quite as much as the noodles do.
Right. Well, if you have anything that really stands out, you know.
Do I have anything that stands out? Let's find out.
Because I sure didn't find anything.
Not that you were looking.
No, of course not.
So it's a bit expensive. I've already given you a discount. Can't give you a discount on this one, unfortunately. It is the empathy set of armor, and it took me a really long time to find this. It's basically you put it on, and then when you're attacked, if you take a hit, it absorbs it, and then you can push it back out at another point in time. It's really quite something. I've seen it in action once, and then just it's not used often because there are some drawbacks to, you know, if you trigger it accidentally and all that stuff. But usually it's quite useful, actually. So it's not really a weapon. It has a weapon that comes with it called an empathy club. I don't have that. I just have the armor set.
And is it actually like armor, like you put it on, or is it more of like a shield, sort of goes over your?
No, it's not very stylish, unfortunately. Kind of ugly, but
Not good for a low profile then.
it's just not. There's not a lot of flash to it. I'm a big flashy man.
How much is it?
100 trite. Can't go any lower than that. That's making the minuscule profit. Took me a really long time to get it.
Well, I have things to get back to, so I'm just gonna go back on this note.
All right, so who's still kind of hanging out with him while we're making this transaction? Is everybody just walking away?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm finishing my noodles.
Okay.
Cyrus writes down their fax number and be like, if you ever need any jobs done, here you go.
Thank you so much, actually. I love making connections. Would you mind, actually, I've got this, just came in, and I don't know how to use it, and it's not useful to me, and I've got like 5 of them. And he hands you like a little orb, just a little orb, which has a resting plate on it. There's nothing to it right now, it's just an orb with a resting place. And what he has handed you, on the outside, you actually see like inscribed. It says weightless intellect support pilot, hashtag or number 0TT0.
Someone write that down. My laptop died.
Oh God, I
You
don't
will
do
get
the
this
notes.
information later
Okay.
too. Yeah.
Weightless. Okay.
Weightless intellect support pilot, number 0TT0.
Wisp.
And it's got it's an orb that like is a bit transparent and it cages something. You can't really tell because it's just an orb right now. And it's got a dock that looks like it would just plug into your controls on your ship. And Walgar's like, I think it's supposed to like help with navigation. I know where I'm going. Sometimes I don't get there, as you've seen, but I know where I'm going. And you know, if you find a buyer for it too, if you don't want it and you find a buyer for it, let me know. We'll fax each other.
I would not be surprised if we ran into each other again, but we'll keep in contact.
Yeah, and if you can find, because I've got 4 more of those, and it's like a stock that just overflow, and that's half of my inventory anyways. But I don't know what to do with it.
So use it like we will advertise it.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And now you've got a little
Thanks.
wisp auto. Cool.
Cool.
And then we just part ways.
I
And
guess.
Cyrus hops off.
Okay.
If we need anything, we'll. Facts. We'll figure it out. We have your business card. What?
I was just trying to see if Walgar would notice anything unusual about your crab, but absolutely not. Yes, that was the lowest I could have rolled. Cool, excellent. So, as you kind of drift off, what happens now? What are you doing with your
Gonna
orb?
look at that orb.
Well, Cyrus is
how
gonna
big
go
is the
in and
orb?
kind of
Just
look
like
at it.
Handheld, just like a
I
little.
am extremely curious.
He said we could plug this in. Yeah, here you go.
I'm gonna start fidgeting with it. I'm gonna see how this thing works.
Sure. Roll me investigation. That's gonna be your thing, I think.
Not with that roll. 10.
10. There's nothing happening with it right now because it's just clearly like not powered on. It's been in storage for a while. It's not doing anything.
It's a bit dusty.
Yeah, a bit dusty.
He did
But you
say
can't
to
tell like
plug it in.
it's
I'm-
supposed to be plugged
I'm
in.
holding it, and I look over at my little crab friend.
He did say to plug it in, and it could help, I believe, with navigation.
Well, I'll keep looking at it for a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can't do anything special with this before we. Well, I guess we should try plugging it in first. Yeah.
Did you say Orby?
No, its name is Otto. Gonna head inside. Gonna
Cool.
put it on the dash.
You plug it in. Cool. It takes like a minute, and then there's a warm light inside that starts to glow, and it takes another minute, and then it shoots up, and then like hovers there for a second, and then shoots over, does like a little scan around, and then goes up right into your face.
Do we understand what it is?
No, it's just making beeping noises at
Okay.
you. If anybody's gonna understand it.
Yes.
Ooh. So I'm gonna like reach out towards it, see if I can't like grab it.
Sure, it like comes and rests on your hand.
Hello. I have no idea how this works. Ting ting.
And it like does like a little like looks like a little angry noise at you.
I don't think it liked that very much.
Sorry? I think. Well, you're supposed to help us fly or something, so put it on the dash.
Yeah, so it goes kind of back. It like hovers around the dash now, and it starts to like you see like lights are flashing on the dash. Pearl, roll me investigation.
No one could possibly understand.
Yeah,
what's
that's what I was
happening.
thinking.
Let me check.
One of your languages catch-all robot.
Golden snitch.
I'm thinking Golden Snitch. I'm thinking BB-8. I'm thinking Matt from Treasure Planet.
21.
Yeah, hell yeah. Great, excellent. Okay, cool. So, we're gonna do a different role if you want to communicate with this thing. But this is just like you can see that it's genuinely trying to help. So it's like downloading all the schematics, it's looking at your GPS, it's looking at your past logs, it's kind of seeing where you're trying to go. Did anybody enter in any coordinates as far as like the facts that you were given for the train and like
Yeah.
yeah,
Would have.
so it like kind of knows, and then on there's like at least 3 screens. So the one that's not broken, like you see the like there's a route that's like drawn, and then it like erases, and then it comes back around, and then it erases, and it's like finding the optimal route. So it's genuinely trying to help. It can't do any more than what you can do. It's a glorified GPS. And like good at analyzing, could help out a little bit around the ship, but not any. Again, you've got 4 arms. It's orb, So and you are Pearl was made to kind of help with life forms and to help kind of keep you weren't made to navigate a ship because it was all about
Right.
Plus,
Speaking
you
of
have the
which,
sustenance.
I'm gonna get more Neosporin for Hieronymus's cut, which is probably fine by now,
Yeah.
but we want to make sure.
Yeah, so I think Otto comes over to you and like does like a rotation. And then like
What do I roll to understand it?
that's a good question. What do you want to roll, I guess is the question.
Intelligence?
Yeah. Maybe.
No, probably only. I know in 3.5 there was a linguistics, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm gonna say
3.5 had every
Okay,
skill.
here's what I'm gonna say. Just for my own amusement.
Oh no.
I will give you can add your intelligence score to this roll. But I need you to roll an 18 or higher to understand all the time. Otherwise, I will give you moments.
I got a 17.
So, okay. So in this moment, you get the basic gist of what this or what Otto is saying to you, which is basically like, hi, I'm new. This is the best route. Calculating best route. That kind of stuff.
I'm new and
And then like just a lot of like what's this? What's this? What's this? But then it slowly, like, you know, you spent processing power to try to understand this. This is not a language you've downloaded, you know, from whatever. Because it's also, this is a robot companion, and it's not, you weren't made to communicate with robots.
Yeah.
You're made to communicate with life forms. So
I'm just like,
She's more C-3PO and not R2-D2.
yes, right. Well, this is R2-D2 here.
This is the R2,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So now you got a little guy. So.
I have no idea what this little guy is saying. But if anybody does, somebody please tell him that we don't like being observed like he's doing. Keeps getting in my face.
Like a bug.
Well, I mean, he is charting out some interesting paths, I guess.
Oh, right. We gotta replace that screen. I'm gonna grab that new screen and
Yeah.
just take out the old one.
Yeah. Yank it out.
All right. Well, that's gonna have to be something we work on.
Cool. We've got a new screen
Put in
now.
the HDMI cable.
This one needs an adapter on it.
It's an old model.
Yeah. You've got a fax machine on your ship. I don't know what else to tell you.
It's definitely at least DVI or VGA.
Yeah, right. We need an adapter there. Cool. Great. So we still heading forward?
Yeah. I don't see any
suppose.
problem with it.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm gonna look around at my friends. You, don't seem the most sure-footed. I don't mean this as an insult, although it totally sounds like one. I'm gonna open up the top of my little crab friend and pull out that gyro belt. I think it keeps your balance better.
Stars looks at it like,
Call it a gift for flying the ship, I guess.
Thanks.
Yeah, don't. You know what? It's actually weirder when you say thanks. I'm just gonna walk away.
good.
our
Excellent.
poor sweet baby boy doesn't know how to deal with his emotions.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Just the thought of like an emotionless android and then someone with repressed emotions, and then so I don't want to know what's going on over here. Need to get a therapy degree.
Pearl goes to college to get a psychology degree so she can become a therapist.
And how does that make you feel? Okay, cool, excellent. As we are flying around.
Oh, I'm gonna try to take that pistol off your belt, by the way.
What? You're not even gonna ask for it. You're just.
No, I'm gonna try to take that off of you as you're looking away. I'm just
Okay.
gonna try to take that.
Roll a sleight of hand.
What are you taking?
I need you to fail so bad.
Please don't fail. Please don't fail. 9.
My passive perception is 13.
Shoot.
Okay, so how does this go?
Sorry, looking at the belt and he just looks.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I'm fully aware of that.
So I'm gonna make it work.
You could have asked for it.
Well, it's too late for that now. Can I make it work?
Go for.
Tell me when we're there.
Don't
Gonna go
take
downstairs.
stuff off my belt.
I am leaving now.
That's so much weirder.
Yeah.
You made it weird.
You made it weird, Flux. Cool.
He's pretty good at that.
I see this. Okay, excellent. All right, we're flying around some more. I want everybody to roll me a perception. Roll me a perception.
I'm under the deck.
Okay,
so
cool.
Probably not.
I mean, you don't have to roll at all, but you could also roll at disadvantage. 14.
I guess I'll roll with disadvantage.
15.
15.
Not bad.
It's not good.
Great question.
Hieronymus, huh?
7.
Makes sense.
13.
13. Okay, cool. So, Cyrus and Pearl, you actually see kind of past the ship before you see it on the scanner. And just as you like see it and like, you know, acknowledge it, Otto comes up and like starts like screaming that there is a you can see in the distance there is a ship that like it looks like there is some kind of party. Like that's the best way I can describe. There's lights going off of it, and like not a rave to that extent, but just like a lot of stuff happening.
Party boat.
A party boat. And Otto actually like plugs in back into the ship and brings up there. You can kind of see it's really fuzzy. It's basically like Otto has hijacked something that you're not supposed to see. And there is recordings happening by some pirates. And you can see that there's just like they're showing off their loot, and you know everyone's yelling and like, yeah, we got this thing. And then you see one of them like look on their scanner, and they have seen you. And they don't seem concerned about it. In fact, a couple of them like are like, yeah. And the
Just a fishing boat.
And they start to kind of turn back towards you, as we kind of, you can see them, and we can see them on the scanner. So what are we doing?
Uh-oh.
Motherfuckers can't just leave it alone, can they?
Hieronymus, do you think you could handle talking to him?
Of course I can handle talking to him.
Are you all right?
What do you want me to say?
I think going with that we're just a fishing vessel might be good.
Oh yeah, sure. Let me get into character here.
Cyrus is gonna like hunker down just a little bit behind the screens as much as he can.
Sure.
In the chair, but continue going.
Yeah.
So Hieronymus is going to change his appearance to look like what a space fisherman would look
Sure.
like. you
So
know?
something like you, but with like a hat.
Yeah. Exactly.
Canonical Rob.
Yep.
Good.
I did not mean to click that.
Oh, good. I'm glad we're rolling in Roll20. Nobody look.
I am somewhere over here.
Great. Excellent.
I didn't mean to do that.
So, you actually like start to hear like garbled over your hailing frequency. If you open it up, you'll hear like just everybody yelling, just like having a good time.
It's a frat party.
It kind of is. It kind of is. And like through all the garbled yelling, you basically hear like, "Hey, I'm Captain Firga. If you got like extra set of hands, I don't know how many hands you got on that boat. We need some help filming. We're doing some B-roll, and we all want to be in the shot. Does anybody have any extra hands over there that we can use? We'll pay you. We'll pay you for it. We all want to be in the shot. This is the score."
How much?
You say that in character?
Yes.
What voice is this?
It's a very serious voice.
Okay, very serious voice. And like you hear like, "Hey, how much we gonna pay him for it?" And like you hear the sound of trites hitting the deck, just like all this metal.
That's me leaping off the ship to get them tried.
They're like now spread out. And one goes, "I can't count that high. I've drank too much." The other one goes, "I don't know, there's like 200 at least." And so the captain gets back, like, 200? You just gotta stand there. We all want to be in the shot.
How long? He's gonna look at this and be like, "How long?" We are on a little bit of a time crunch.
Arr. This is Captain Joseph J. Blimey here, and I'd like to know exactly how long you're expecting this is going to take.
How good are you with it? Dude, we just need some B-roll with all of us in the shot.
Sure, we can take that on for you. I mean, we're just a poor crew of a fishing vessel here, and we're not really great with cameras, but I think we can probably make do for what you're looking for 200 freaking trites.
Cool. So they pull up. It's like a party, but the lights are not just like rave lights. They're like big old set lights that they've used to illuminate their kind of their deck and all the stuff that they've got. And Captain Fierga comes over. They're all a little wasted. And like, you know, is like, "No, you gotta get on first. Dude, we just need extra hands.
Extra hands, eh?
Flux is below deck.
Cyrus is hiding.
What say you there? Shall we let him use a couple of your extra hands there? You got plenty to spare.
I suppose I have a minute. Again, good thing she has no fucking expressions on her face because she's like,
Cool. So Pearl, are you hopping over?
Pearl's hopping over.
Okay, cool. They
Can't
hand
wait to
you-
get kidnapped.
They're handing you the camera.
Like one for each arm.
Yeah.
Just like
yeah.
all the shots.
And like one of the the first mate is like, now that one, the close. No. That's the wide. That's the wide angle. That one, that's just the microphone. Why are you holding it backwards? You guys turn it around. And then that one, that's the wide shot. And then that one is a Polaroid. You just take a little picture of me.
Without even moving, Pearl will just be like, and then just like,
You have hot
spits
one out.
there you go.
His face is just like,
So we have fax machines and Polaroids.
yeah.
They're
And boom mics, I guess.
vintage.
They're vintage.
Space 80s.
Yeah, we had the space 60s.
We've only advanced 20 years in the last 300 years.
It's different.
Different in space.
It's different in space. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna say that unless you do something crazy, you're just capturing the B-roll.
Yeah.
They're all like having a good time.
Pearl's incredibly unamused.
Yeah. And the captain is,
stealing shit.
is like, and we're gonna be the next best thing. The plasma fangs can suck it.
Leaving no trace of us behind on this ship.
Oh, say, I heard you mention the plasma fangs and how you're gonna be the next big thing. You wouldn't
Yeah.
happen to be involved in their line of work, were you?
We getting B-roll for the broadcast. What do you think we do?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm.
So are you pirates then, like they are?
What else? Look at all of these traits we got.
That's true, you got a lot of traits there.
And then he starts picking them up in weird handfuls, and it's like.
and I
it's
just take my shirt and I hold on, just putting it in.
Yeah. He's like, that's too much, and 3 for four for your 4 hands.
So tell me, have you
you.
done any good pirating against them Zalarians?
We just stole all these traits from a baby. A Solarium baby. Yeah!
Oh, I can't wait to see that on the vids. Oh, that'll be delightful to watch. Nothing like watching a Zalarian baby getting jacked by a crew of pirates. I can't wait.
Pearl is so done with everything here.
Peeking over like,
What?
Flux has no idea.
We killed Brittany.
I can't believe that came out of my mouth. Okay, cool. So you've got all your traits. They take the cameras back from you. Is that it?
So while we're doing this, Hieronymus is kind of like scoping out the party boat here, and does it have like piratical armaments and things that it would be? I mean, is this like actually their ship that they pirate on, or do they like rent a party barge after their last score?
Well, so what it is it's a set essentially.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the pirates use the same set because it's you can't identify their ship specifically, but everybody knows for the broadcast that they've got all these wares. These are all theirs, the things they stole. So you recognize you're like, I've seen it from a different angle before, like, and with a different crew. Like this is not okay. All right, so something fishy's going on. So there's nothing on it that you're like, yeah, I could yank that.
Okay.
As drunk as they are, you probably could. But so we just kind of jump back on.
If there's an opportunity to steal some booze from them, I would absolutely steal some
Yeah,
booze from
absolutely.
them. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're all
So
drunk.
I don't imagine that we would have been anywhere near their control center.
No. No, like you just hopped over the side and then kind of hopped back.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. So we've hopped back on board. In the meantime, let me ask you this: where's the fax machine on the ship?
I imagine the fax machine is in like the captain's area.
Okay,
like it's like
so-
there's all like the screens, and
Yeah.
then right next to them is the fax machine.
Right. So Cyrus, you're next to the fax machine.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. So like it turns on, boots up, and then just starts like spitting papers
And then
at
it takes 10 minutes.
Yeah. Somehow it's like, so Otto comes over to it and like hovers over it a little bit, and then it just starts like shooting papers out, like. So it prints a lot faster now.
Cyrus takes it and he starts looking through it.
Yeah.
And trying to see like is anyone paying attention, but like
Yeah.
looking through.
So this is more details on your train job.
Gotcha.
So Umal has sent you kind of the details now that you've given him, updates of, hey, we're going to take this job, all that jazz. So he is giving you all of the details for it. The details kind of are about the train, when it's coming out, of the hyperdrive around the sun. Umal tells you that there are a bunch of regulators on the train. You want to hit the linchpin regulator because that's the one that's got the things that you need for your ship, for your retrofitting. And so it is on car 501, but the entrance that you can jump in on that's not guarded is 512. So you do have a couple train cars you're going to have to get through. It's like, this is your best shot. It's
Yeah.
coming out of it. You can get on without being spotted. This is how you're going to go. The cars in between are mostly passenger cars for dining, lounging, sleeping, shopping, kind of just like the chill kind of areas. There is a security checkpoint at 505. And Umal tells you what he wants. He is trying to get a 3-seater jet cycle. He wants it. If you do this job, you got to get it for him. And it is in cargo car 498. The cargo car itself is detachable. So that is part of it as well. So with the job description, he's like, you can take anything else inside of it if you want. Like, I don't need the rest of the cargo. You're welcome to have it. Give me the jet cycle. That is how we are doing this exchange. And then he basically says, like, the rest of how you approach this job is up to you. I don't need to hear about the details. Here are the details that I know. Here's the schematics that I know. Here's your timing. So that's what Umo sends you on the fax machine. Party ship sails away, and we are also sailing away as we reach the end of our stream here. Thank you for sticking with us through our technical difficulties. That is unfortunately a part of what is going to happen. So we appreciate your patience as we kind of figure all this out. So once again, thank you so much for watching Health Hits Experience. Hopefully on screen at this time, there should be some credits of all the people who've worked very, very, very hard on this show. It's over here. It's right here. So, once again, thank you to Colorado Brown for writing this adventure for us. Music, sound effects that you're hearing today provided by Sirenscape. I used the engine room and I used Spaceship Battle. That was part of our werewolf fight today. Thank you to Molly Cook in the control room by herself today. So thank you, Molly. Once again, applause for Molly in the chat. Please and thank you. And in real life. Special thanks to Community Access Media for the use of their facilities and equipment. And once again, join us next week for our next space adventure. Goodbye. It's great.